Questions when you're ready.
Simone, just walk us through that last play. What was drawn up? Is that what was supposed to happen?
Sort of. It was a dribble drive offense, and Larryn gets legs. I think to the top of the road, which came to me, so it just worked. I don't know if it was drawn up or just play ball, just play ball.
How surprised were you when you were that wide open underneath the basket?
Not very. I mean, it was. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kind of it was a little blur. So.
With this win, you guys matched or tied the program record for wins in the season. Just what does that accomplishment mean to all of you?
You've been here the longest, but for me coming in from a program that was struggling and from them having the program struggling a couple years ago only, for all of us, I think it's huge because none of us have really felt that kind of a season where you have 21 wins, and for it to be this big in in the record books, it's really rewarding.
Follow up on that, Simone. Can you kind of describe how expectations sort of have changed over the course of the last couple of years?
I think with Coach Miller coming in, one thing he wanted us was to buy into this program. And as seniors and as juniors who were here previously before he came, it was a challenge for us. But I think we've been able to do that and to help lead the freshmen. The freshmen have bought into it to stay on. So it means a lot that 21 win, is coming from this season.
I mean, Simone, excuse me, how much does it mean to you personally, just, freshman, sophomore year, if you're on one combined 50 games, and now you just tied the program record for this season? I mean, surely that's...
It means a lot. I mean, it just shows what growth can do. I think, I started at a level that not many people can say they did, and I think with these freshmen, it just shows that you can put anything, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And I think it just shows my growth and it shows what they can do in 4 years for this program.
Larryn, after that big first half, it seemed like you were kind of struggling to kind of get shots to fall in the second half. Did they or for part of it, and then you heated up at the end, did they throw anything different at you defensively, or was the ball just not going in?
I don't think they really threw anything at me differently. It was just that focus, just coming out from the half, having a good half. You just got to carry that over, and that's just going to come with us freshmen. We're going to make mistakes, but it's all about just moving forward, and that's what we need to do.
I know you guys were expecting to see that sort of three-quarters press they threw at you. What makes it so hard to go up against that? What sort of gave you guys problems for, most of the night in that sort of press?
I think they're very athletic and they know how to get in passing lanes, and that's always difficult, even if you have a team that's a little slower, which they're not. But so they got that going for them too. But if you have a team that's slower, if they know how to get in passing lanes, it's really tricky. So they just have fast hands and they know where to be.
How big was that stretch for you guys defensively where you stopped them on 8 consecutive possessions and you turned them over 4 times? It seemed like you guys were jumping in the passing lanes all the time.
Well, it meant a lot because the whole game, we kind of struggled defensively. And, me alone, I didn't really play the best defense tonight, but getting those 8 consecutive, it just means a lot to get out those passing lanes, and that's just something we buy into in practice. So.
Was that sort of something that even though the shots weren't really falling for you during that time, that you sort of knew you were still in the game because you're playing really high-quality defense?
I agree. I think so. I think it boosted our confidence. We knew the shots would fall eventually. It was just a matter of getting stops.
For whoever wants to answer it, I know you guys were just happy to be playing in the postseason, but how's kind of the hunger grown as you've kind of won each game and advanced on in this tournament?
I honestly believe we play each one like it's our last, like it could be our last, and we don't want it to be because that realization is right there. And so when we had a little bit of a slump right before this break, and then we got the chance to play again, and I think that's boosted all of us to enthusiasm.
I guess this is for anybody, but what was Coach Miller telling you guys kind of down that stretch when there was a few timeouts back to back and you were trying to make that comeback? What was he kind of telling you guys?
He just kept telling us that we're right there, like we were getting to that 7-point, difference. We're just right there, and it just kept battling back, going back and forth. And he was just talking about his big word tonight was believe, and I think we really did that tonight.
How critical was it to kind of you guys kept getting within 6 and couldn't get over that hump. Once you got over that hump, how much did that kind of change things for you?
I think the intensity got higher and, talk got louder. I think the crowd got into it as well. Shout out to them. They're 6 man on the team. I honestly feel like without them, we wouldn't be where we are, and I think that helped boost us, our energy on the bench, our energy, and us players, as coaches, I think it just helped out a lot.
With your last 2 games before this, essentially coming down to the last possession again, how much did that help coming into this where, again, it's a thriller going right down to the wire?
Well, we hadn't led the game until that last shot, so I think that the games before were the opposite. We led big, and then they came back. So this time it was just toughness because we really hadn't been in that spot where we climbed back the whole game. So that's what they've been talking the last couple of days, toughness, try to be the tougher team and outwork them with just being blue-collar players, and I think that we did that.
Good. All right. Thanks, guys.